fine. And today I'll be making pancakes. You need 4 ounces of flour, a pinch of salt, 1 egg, one egg, a half a pint of milk, and butter. Next you have to pour flour into there, and when the flour's onto that fall there, you need to stop. So you keep just putting more of this in, like that, and that. So when it's like that, next you need to pour just a tiny bit of salt in, teeny bit, and then next you need to pour it right into your bowl. And now you need to get one of these, and then you need to get your milk, and then you need to open it. Yeah, everyone knows you need to open it up. And then you need to pour it onto that tin. So basically pour all the milk onto that tin. Yeah. Oops. Is that about? So you just be very careful if you have a heavy jug of milk. So this falls up. About there. So when you've got milk about 10, you need to only do it to about 10. And after that, you need to pour the milk in the bowl. So you need to pour all the milk into the bowl, like that. And then you need to get your 1 egg out and crack it like this, bang it. And then you need to just crack it in. Make sure no eggshells go in, you know what I'm talking about. Make sure nothing goes in that's not meant to be in there. Wait. My car just said I just put something in. Yeah, so make sure. Then after that, you need to whisk it up. You need to whisk it up really, really fast. So make it into the lumpy egg. Oh, we've got a shell in there. That's been hiding. So when your eggs like that, you need to pour it into your bowl. So you need to pour it into your bowl like that. And after you've done that, you need so then next you need to get a whisker like this, and you need this to just pour your mixture in. So you need to put it on very low. So you need to whisk on that. The mixture is ready. And when your mixture is like this, all ready, and if it feels smooth, it's ready. Thank you. Oh, and now you need to put in the mixture into this, this jug, like that, and your mixture is complete. Turn this to there, 8, and then you need to get a bit of butter, not much, just a little tiny bit. Then you need to scrape it into here and wait for all the butter to melt. Your butter's melted. You need to pour just if you want more pancakes, you can just pour a little bit in, not a little bit, like medium. Yeah, but if you want pancakes just for you can just put all of it in. Now you need to look on the edges to see if it's golden. If it is golden, it means that it's ready to be flipped. So let me just take a little look around the edges. Oops. You might need an adult to help you with this because it's a bit hard. Now mine's golden. If you have a parent with you, or a grown-up adult, whatever, you could flip it in the air, but I'm not going to do that today. Because if you don't, you could just do this. You could just carefully, then you can just carefully go under here. You can just carefully go under here, then flip it over like that. And yeah, so you might need to make sure it isn't really on the edge very much, but that's fine. Now you need to carefully pour the pancake onto your plate. And then, of course, you need to turn the thing off. You have to turn it off, and then you've got your pancake. And you can put on your pancake, you can put on sugar, you could put on lemons, blueberries, bananas, anything you wanted. So yeah, so you could just put some squeeze some lemon on like that. You do whatever you want with this. And then you could just put some sugar on like that. Maybe not too much sugar. I go crazy with sugar. And yeah, you could just put blueberries or bananas on. And after you've done that, you can roll it up. You can roll it up like that. If it's bun, it tastes nicer. And you need to put, if you want to, you could just leave it, or you could just put, you could squeeze some lemon on top, and then put some, you might put blueberries or bananas on top, but I wouldn't really do that. And then you can put your sugar on top, and then you can just cut your pancake off. Like, then you can just do this. You can get a knife and a fork, or not a fork and a knife, whatever. And you just cut it. So like you can, if you cut it in smaller pieces, you'll get more. So you cut it into pieces. You can't really eat it with your fingers because you might need to cut it off anyway. So you cut your pancake off like this. Looks so yummy. Yeah, when it's like that, you've got your pancake cut it up, and then time for eating.